Hi, and welcome to our course on building a LAMP server on EC2, Amazon's web service platform. Today we're going to be talking about your PHP installation. There are many modules or extensions that could be added to PHP to extend PHP's versatility and power. We're going to look at the basic system that tells you what you have installed already and what you could install, and we're going to take a look at one or two modules. First of all, just to see what's available, you can type from a command apt cache space search php 5-, which will give you a long list of available extensions, available modules. On the left, there's the title. The last one is php 5-xhprof. And its description is it's a hierarchical profiler for PHP 5. You can go through that entire list and see if any of them interest you or they're extensions that you need. If you want to install one, you simply type sudo apt-get install and then the name of that particular module, in this case xhprof. Type enter and then enter your password if that's the way you've set up your user account, and you'll be off to the races. However, I should add that before you install any packages on a Debian or Ubuntu system, you should always first run sudo apt-get update, which will make sure that the packages that you're looking for are the ones that are the most recent that are available on the repositories. Now, let's create a very, very small PHP page, a web page, which will allow us a complete view of our current PHP setup from a browser. So we'll first change directory to var-www.html, which is where our web pages are stored. ls to list all the contents of this directory. And you see only so far we have index.html, which is the default page that someone would reach if he directed his browser to our IP address. Let's create a new page using Nano, which is the text editing program, and we will call it info.php. We'll embed some PHP code. And very, very briefly, the word PHP info, followed by the closing bracket, Control X, Y for yes, and we have saved this new file. To make sure that it's going to run the way we expect it to, let us restart Apache 2. And then we'll head to our browser to take a look. We'll enter the IP address of our Amazon instance, followed by / and info.php, which is the name of the file we've just created. Hit enter, and PHP presents us with a profile of what we have on our system, the extensions that exist so far, and the basic configuration based on Apache 2, which is the platform we're using, of PHP the way it currently exists. Obviously, this contains a great deal of information that could be very important in setting up the type of web service that you're after. Let's now install a PHP utility called PHP MyAdmin, which allows you to configure and manage your PHP installation from a web browser anywhere on the internet. So let's first type sudo apt get update to, again, update our record of the online repositories. And once that's done, we'll type sudo apt-get install php myadmin. We are asked to configure the database. I'll type yes, or enter for yes. I'll enter a database administrative user password and an application password and confirm that. Now we have to choose which framework we want to run our PHP MyAdmin under. We use the space key to toggle on or toggle off one of our selections. You could use the arrow keys to go up and down between, in this case, Apache 2 and Lite TPD. We're going to toggle Apache on, hit the Tab key to highlight the OK, and Enter to go ahead. And we seem to be properly installed. Let's go to a browser to see if we can now access the PHP MyAdmin interface from the web. I've entered the IP address of our Amazon instance and PHP MyAdmin, and I'll hit Enter. And in fact, we've reached the login window for PHP MyAdmin.